Hello students. So in this lesson we are going to learn theoretical concept of operating system. First we are going to study about a software. A software is a set of instruction that perform specific task. What is the meaning of instruction? If I give the instruction, you have to follow that instruction. So the same way to the computer, we are going to give set of instruction. According to that instruction, computer perform specific task. So that is a software. So we are giving some instruction, no? So that set of instruction called a software. It interact basically with the hardware to generate the desired output. So you cannot communicate with the hardware directly. So through the software only you can communicate. For example, you cannot communicate with the printer or motherboard or RAM. So you cannot communicate with the hardware. So using of the operating system only, you can communicate with the computers and you can get the desired output from the computers. So that is a software. So types of software classified into two types. One is a application software and a system software. So first application software. In the mobile phone, Play Store, we can download many app. So app is a application. Okay. So application software is a set of programs that perform specific tasks. For example, MS Word is an application software to create text document. VLC player is a familiar application software to play audio, video file and many more application software it's available. Okay, if we have laptop, if you are working with computer or laptop, we have many application like MS Office, in MS Office, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Photoshop, and many applications are available. Using that we can give instruction to that and it will perform specific task. And next, system software. System software is a type of computer program that designed to run a computer hardware and application program. So already we discussed about a BIOS. So BIOS is actually used to when we switch on the computers, it will be start the keyboard, mouse. So like that, it will be start one by one. It will communicate all hardware. Okay. So the system software type of computer program is designed to run the computer hardware and the application program also. For example, operating system and language processor is a system software. So system software means it's actually interact with the hardware and application software actually interact with the users. Okay. And introduction to operating system. An operating system is a system software which serves as an interface between user and computer. The control input, output and other peripheral device such as disk, device, printers and electronic gadgets. So the function of operating system it include file management, memory management, process management and device management. So without an operating system, a computer cannot effectively manage all the resources. So without operating system, the computer cannot manage all the resources. So first when computer is switched on, the operating system it's loaded on the memory automatically and a user cannot communicate directly with the computer hardware. So unless an operating system is loaded. So the popular operating systems are Windows, Unix, Linux. The mobile device mostly we are using the Android, iOS, mobile OS. So interaction of the operating system and users. So this operating system only communicate with the application software and hardware and it will give the answers to the users. And uses of operating system. So first use to ensure that computer can be used to exact if what the user wants it to. So what is the expectation of the users? First, it should understand, and after that, it will be give the exact answers to the users. So to ensure that computer can be used to exact answer if what the user wants it to, and easy interaction between the user and computers. Okay, starting computer operation automatically when power it switch it on. So booting already we discussed. So booting process, it's operate all the hardware, it started all the hardware and controlling all the input and output devices. What are the input and output devices? We already studied in the first lesson, no? So all the input and output devices controlled by the OS, and manage utilization of main memory. So what is the main memory? So memory, what about the memory already we discussed. Main memory and secondary memory. RAM is a main memory. Okay, so utilization of main memory managed by the operating system, providing security to user program. So it will give the security to the user program. So these are the uses of operating systems. And types of operating system. So single user operating system and multi-user operating system. So an operating system allows only single user to perform a task. So particular OS allowed to use a only single user to perform a task. So it's called a single user operating system. For a user, task a function such as a printing a document. So at a time, it will be do only print a particular document. Writing a file to disk. So at the time, it will be write only that particular disk. In the CD or DVD we are writing, no? So it will be process only that process alone. Editing a file or downloading a file. So the time it will be edit only one file or it will be download only one that file. So for example, MS-DOS is a example of single user and a single task operating system. Okay, so MS-DOS is a example of a single user operating system. And multi-user operating system, it is used in computers and laptop that allow same data and application to be accessed by multiple users at the same time. The users can also communicate with each other. Windows, Linux, Unix are example for multi-user operating system. So we are using a computer laptop, that is a multi-user operating system. So at the time it will be work many tasks. So it is a multi-user operating system. It also communicate with each others. First one, user interface, UI. The interface is one of the significant feature in operating system. Significant means important feature of the operating system. User interface, the only way that user can make interaction with the computer. If the computer interface is not user friendly, what is the meaning of user friendly? So it should be help to us frequently, it should be help to like a friend. So computer interface is not user friendly, we cannot use the system. So this is a main reason for key success of a graphical user interface based operating system. Okay, so what is the expansion of GUI? Graphical user interface. So in desktop we have a lot of icons and colorful designs are there. So it will always interact between us. So that is a guy concept. Through the colorful icons, files is always interact with us. So that's only it's a user friendly. So we can communicate with the computer easily. So the guy is a window-based system, pointing device to direct I/O, choose from menu, make a selection, and a keyboard enter text and vibrant color attract the users very easily. So these are the GUI concept. Okay, and now Linux distribution also available, GUI based operating system. Following points are considered when user interface is designed for an application. The user interface should enable the user to retain the expertise for the longer time. So the user interface means it enable the user retain this expertise of a longer time. So not only the particular time, longer time, it will be give the expectation, give the satisfaction of the users. Okay, and the user interface should also satisfy the customer based on their needs. According to their needs, it should be satisfy them, and the user interface should save user precious time. It should not take too much of time. It should be save the precious time of the users, and the ultimate aim of any product is to satisfy the customer. The aim interface is also to satisfy the customers, and the user interface should reduce number of errors committed by the users. So what are the errors made by the users? It should be reduce the number of errors. Okay, so these are the points we can consider when user interface is designed for an application. And memory management. Memory management is process of controlling and coordinating computer main memory and assigning memory block space various running program to optimize overall computer performance. The memory management involves the allocation of specific memory block, and the level memory management ensures the availability of adequate memory for each running program at all time. So always it should give the adequate memory for each running program at all time. The objective of memory management process is to improve both utilization of the CPU and the speed of the computer response to its users via main memory. So about main memory already we discussed. Which one is the main memory? RAM is the main memory. Okay. So the objectives of the memory management process to improve both utilization of the CPU and speed of the computer's response to users via main memory. So for example, so according to the application, it will allocate the spaces, and through that it will be give the response to the users via main memory. That is a memory management. So for this reason, the computer must keep several programs in main memory and that associate with many different memory management schemes. The operating system is responsible for the following activities in connection with the memory management. Keeping track of which portion of memory are currently being used and who is using them. And second point, determining which process and data to move in and out of a memory. And the third point, allocation and deallocation of memory block as needed by the program in main memory. So the operating system is responsible for the following activity in connection with the memory management. And process management. Process management is function that include creation and deleting process and providing mechanism for process to communicate and synchronize with each other. A system task such as sending output to printer or screen can also called a process. So process already we discussed in the first lesson. The raw data, that is a input, it converted to meaningful information. So this process, no, that is a process management. So process management is a function that include creating and deleting process, providing mechanism for process to communicate and synchronize with each other. A system task, the system task such as sending output to a printer or screen can also be called a process. In the system side, it's explained about the process. A computer consists of collection of processes. They are classified into two categories. Operating system process, which is executed by system code. What is the system code? So this operating system, we have two types of software: system software and application software. So system software actually is stored in the read-only memory. Already we studied, no, read-only memory. So operating system process which is executed by system code. So this it executed this program, and user process which executed by user code. User code means we created some application, we are giving some instruction, so that is a user code. So the user process is executed by user code. And the following algorithm are mainly used to allocate the job or process to the processor. Okay, so first one, FI, FO, first in, first out, and SJF, okay, shortest file, and round robin and based on priority. So one by one we will discuss. First one, first in, first out. So for example, if you are going to get your grade card, your teachers, so you can move one by one. So first one get a grade sheet, and you can the first one can move to the places, and second one go and get it. So the queue way and the row way, they are getting the process. So there is a first in, first out. So the process give to the computer. So what we are giving the first work, so it will do the first work. And the next work we are giving means it will be do the second work and third work. So in this way, it will be work first in, first out. And shortest job first. The algorithm work based on the size of the job being executed by the CPU. So consists two job. We can take a two job A and B. So A, it will take a 6 kilobytes and B is a 9 kilobytes. So which one is the shortest? 6 kilobyte. So first job A will be assigned, and then job B gets its turn. Okay, so for which one is the shortest, that it will be run first. That is the shortest job first. And round robin scheduling. So round robin scheduling means, so circular way it will be turn the job. So for example, three job A, B, C. So first it's assigned A, and then B, and then C. So next it will start A, B, C. So this is a round robin scheduling. Round robin scheduling algorithm designed is especially time sharing system. Job process are assigned process time is a circular method. Is a circular method based on priority. Based on priority. So the given job process is assigned based on priority. The job which has higher priority is more important than other job. Okay. So the two job A and B, the priority A is a 5 and B is a 7. Okay. So job B assigned to the process before job A. Okay. So the SJF already discussed, no, shortest one, it will take a higher priority. Okay. So first it will work B, and after that it will be do the A work. And security management. A major challenge computer and software industry is to protect user legitimate data from hackers. Okay, what is the meaning of legitimate? நேர்மையான data, நேர்மையானவங்கள from the hackers, it will be should give the security. The operating system provide 3 level of security to the user: file access level, system level, and network level. In order to access the file created by other people, you should have the access permission. Permission can either be granted by the creator of the file or by the administration of the system. For example, I'll create one file. Okay, so if you want to use that file, you should get the permission from me, or that computer administration should give the permission. Okay, so that is the file access level. Okay, so if you are create any file, so others, if they want to use, they should get a permission from you. Otherwise, your system administration should give the permission. So that is a file access level. And system level security. So using the password, we can use the multi-user environment. In your system, you can make a password, so no one cannot enter that. So that is a multi-user environment. And both Windows and Linux offer a password facility. So Windows and Linux also give the password facility. And network security. Network security means, so people from all over the world trying to provide such security. All the above level of security features are provided only by the operating system. Okay, so in the security management, three types of security: file access level, system level, network level. File access level means someone create a file, so that person should give the permission to access that file, or that computer administration should give the permission. And the system level, it allow to create a password to enter the system. So Windows and Linux also give this security. And network level, in all over the world they are using the internet, so all the people from all over the world try to provide such a security. So all the security features provided only by the operating system. And fault tolerance, so the operating system should be robust. Robust means healthy, strong and healthy. When there is a fault, so if any mistake happen in the operating system, the operating system should not cross, it should not delete any data. Instead of operating system have fault tolerance. Tolerance means it ready to give return the normal systems. Okay, so the last what you work, it should give you up to last what you work, that all the data it should be retained. Okay, so capability and retain the existing state of the system, that is a fault tolerance. So the operating system should be robust. Robust means what? Strong and healthy. And file management. File management is an important function of OS which handle the data storage technique. The operating system manages the file, folders and directory system on your computers. Any type of data computer is stored in the form of files and directory folders through a file allocation table. So in your mobile also you can store a lot of file. So maybe you're taking photo, it will stored on the gallery. So what are the photos or videos or audios you are receiving from the WhatsApp? It will be stored on the WhatsApp folder in the media. In the media, it's like you have a separate folder. So like that, it will be make separate directors folders. Through that, it will be manage all the files. Okay, so file allocation table, the FAT stores general information about file like a file name, type, size, starting address and access mode. Everything it will be managed by the operating system. The file manager of operating system help to create, edit, copy, allocate memory to the files and also update the fort. There is a few other file management techniques available like a next generation file system and Linux. Okay, so that is a file management. And multi-processing. This is one of the features of operating system. It has two or more processor for a single running process. Okay, So this is one of the future operating system. It has two or more processor for a single running process. A processing take place a parallel. It is known as a parallel processing. What is the meaning of parallel? So at the time it will be work, both work. So two-way process. Okay, there is a parallel processing. Each processor work on different parts of the same task on two or more different tasks. Okay, since the execution take the place in parallel, this feature used for high speed execution which increase the power of computing. That is a multi-processing. And time sharing. This is one of the features of operating system. It allow execution of multiple tasks or process concurrently. For each task fixed time. For each task it fixed a time allocated. So this division of time is called a time sharing. Okay, so first it will allot the time for each process. Okay, so it allotted the fixed time. No, it's called a time sharing. The processor switch repeat betweenly various process after a time elapsed or the process is completed. So for example, it assigns the three process for the timing P1, P2, P3. Okay. So for P1 it allotted 20 minutes, P2 it allotted 40 minutes, and P3 it allotted 50 minutes. Okay, so the first process it will complete within the 10 minutes. So the first process actually it will be allotted 20 minutes for, but the first process complete that work at 10 minutes. So after that it will be go to the B2. Okay, so this time it's not complete that process within the 40 minute. So after that it will be pause this work and after that it will be go to the next work. So after the completion of the P3, next only it will be go to the P2. Okay, that is a time sharing. So it allotted the time for each process. So particular time only it will be work and after that it will be go to the next one. Okay, so that is a rapidly between various process after a time is elapsed or the process is completed. So completed or elapsed means it will go to the next process. That is a time sharing. And distributed operating system. A distributed operating system used to access, share data and file reside any machine around the world. Okay, so from the Google, so anyone get the data. So the Google distribute the resources to the all. Okay, that is a distributed operating system. So it through that we can get all the details. The user can handle the data from different location. The user can access if it is available on their own computers. So from our computer we can get all the resources through the network. So it will give the distribution process. And advantages of distributed operating system. A user at one location can make use of all the resources available at another location over the network. So there is main advantages. So we are in the different places, so we can get all the details through the network. Many computer resources can be ordered easily in the network. So number of resources, computer resources, we can add easily through the network. Improve the interaction with the customers and client. Okay, so in the school we can communicate with all the students through the network. Okay, so one company they can communicate with their client and consumers through the network and reduce the load on the host computers. So reduce the load on the host computers. So these are the advantages of distributed operating systems. And prominent operating systems. So prominent means famous. So famous operating system is Unix, Microsoft Windows, Linux, iOS, Android. Okay, so these are the prominent operating systems, and modern operating systems use a graphical user interface. A GUIs let you use your mouse to click icon, buttons, menus, everything is clearly displayed on the screen. So that is a GUI concept. So using a combination of graphics and a text element. Okay, so that is a GUI. So these are the concept of operating system, theoretical concept of operating system. So thank you students. We will meet you on next class. Thank you.